The latest reports say don't wash your face, hair, even your jeans. So our go-to dermatologist, Dr. Doris Day, has head-to-toe answers about how often you should be washing every part of your body. It all starts now on The View. Put down that shampoo and stay away from the soap until our go-to dermatologist, Dr. Doris Day, gives her head-to-toe guide of how often you should be washing every part of your body. Next.
You've read the recent reports. Don't wash your hair, your face, even your jeans. So we're getting the real story about how often we should wash our bodies from head to toe from our go-to dermatologist. Please welcome back the lovely Dr. Doris Day. Yay! Love you! All right, let's start with the hair. How often should we wash our hair?
Well, you know, when your hair looks beautiful, you feel more elegant and sexy, but we do so much to our hair. We overprocess, we overblow dry, we put tons of stuff in it. And that leaves your ends split, your hair dry, and I showed you a nice hair. So what you do to your hair really matters. And if you have oily scalp or dry scalp, that makes a difference too in how often you wash. Right. So if you exercise a lot and you have very oily scalp, you may have to wash every day. What you use makes a difference. I brought you the Julian Farrell line, and this has antioxidants for your scalp and your hair, because your hair gets older and your scalp gets older too. So these are really great. Now, if you're going to go swimming in a pool, it's really important to take a shower with fresh water first, because that will waterlog your hair and not allow the chlorine to enter your hair as much, and so your hair won't end up as dry or damaged from the chlorine. If you go in the chlorine first, then the chlorine will all absorb into the cuticles, and your hair will be really dry.
So that's what we should be looking for when we're looking for shampoo.
Well, what should I be looking for?
So, right, so this is for you too. This is great. I actually brought this for you because this is great for all hair types. And there's one for hydrate, one for restore. So if you color your hair, or if your hair is dry, or if you don't wash very often.
So I would be part of the restore. And she would,
every cup, and you put it down to the roots before you go in the shower, and you wash it out. Some people may wash once a week or once a month if your scalp is dry.
I'm not washing my hair.
A couple of months.
Keeps it on my head. All right, let's go to the face.
2 days to dry, that's why.
2 days?
Yeah.
Oh, because this.
Yeah, it's thick.
If your hair was wet, it'd probably be very long.
It's much longer, but it's, you know, so washing it every day is not enough.
Not for everybody, but for some people, if they don't, it's a disaster.
What about our faces? Because with makeup especially, I mean, I've got to scrub my face a few times a day.
You know, we know a lot more about cleansing than we used to. So cleansing is really important because pollution and products can really clog your pores. So you really have to cleanse. Pollution is toxic to the skin. It can get under the skin. So I brought cleansing wipes from Neutrogena, and soap and water is not good enough. You need to use a facial cleanser. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Gentle Foaming Cleanser. They make one non-foaming. If you have more oily skin, more acne.
Does dirt actually cause acne?
Not so much causing acne, but it can clog the pores, which can make acne worse. But pollution can accelerate aging in the skin. If you have oily skin, you can use salicylic acid or glycolic acid. If you have dry skin, don't use those products.
I've got dry skin, so what do I do?
So use a cleansing brush with a gentle cleanser, and also once or twice a week you can exfoliate. I love the Olay Pro X microdermabrasion kit because this is a foaming brush head, and it works really well, and it can actually remove black marker off your hand without stripping your skin. You don't want to strip the skin.
But we're talking about like how often? How often should we?
Every night with the cleanser, twice a week with the exfoliator, and in the morning, if you can, cleanse as well. If you have to just rinse with water, it's all right.
Saying, don't wash your face for a few days.
No, wrong.
Use
don't listen to them.
That's what
you can use
saying.
a toner afterwards.
Toners help a lot.
Toners help a lot.
Okay, let's go to hands, because I remember, you know, people saying you should wash your hands every... We will give you the products at the end of this segment, Whoopi.
No, I'm not worried about it. I never worry about it.
All right, what do we do? What do we do about hands? Because there's been controversy about the ingredients, so how often do we wash them?
So I see women coming in with new babies, and I always know they have a new baby because our hands are raw from overwashing every 3 seconds. This is the rule. You wash when you come in from the outdoors, after you use the bathroom, and before you eat.
What about after you shake somebody's hand?
No, if you don't want to get sick, don't touch your face. I see people touching all these things, and then they bite their nails, they touch their face. That's how you get sick. You wash when you come in from outdoors, after the restroom, before you eat, and then don't touch your face.
You don't want to mess up the true balance that your skin has with these. What is that stuff that people use all the time?
You have natural oils in your skin, and then every time you wash, you moisturize. I brought you coconut ones. That's in style. Cetaphil. This is great, tried and true in the drugstore.
But what about like how long do you wash your hands for?
That's critical. You wash for 20 seconds. And that's about as long as it takes to sing happy birthday. And the reason that you wash, we had a picture of the hands up before, and the idea was to show you all the places you miss, like around your thumbs, under your nails, between your fingers.
That's good.
Even around your jewelry.
Sing happy birthday. That would give him a good goal.
Yes. And cover your whole hand, pat dry, moisturize, really important.
Perfect, great products. All right, let's go to your body. There's been, I've heard people talk about, your hands and your hair and your face, but not your whole body. So can you tell us about that?
Your skin is a really powerful barrier, and you have to take great care of it. So if you tend to be drier, then you'll see what dry skin looks like. It looks flaky and it looks dull. Hydrated skin sits smooth and flat and looks radiant. So I brought you a gentle, moisturizing cleanser, and it works much better with a body brush. This is the Clarisonic one. I love this one because this vibrates. Yes, and it can reach everywhere on your back. So you can cover your whole body, not too hot, not too long. So you can shower once a day if you exercise a lot. You can go once every third or fourth day if you're more sedentary.
What about the theory, though, if you don't bathe, you actually have some good bacteria to keep germs away? True, not true?
It's true and not true. If you bathe properly, you're not washing those away. When you step out of the bath or shower, what you apply makes a difference, or even if you don't shower. So I brought you Amlactin. This is at the drugstore. This is a great product because it has ceramides in it, which are natural to the skin. This is a therapeutic. That's a regular one. This is a ceramide.
What's the difference?
Ceramides are natural to the skin. They help hold water in your skin, and the lactic acid gently exfoliates without stripping your skin. So your skin is healthy and intact.
Flaky and dry, though, right now. Would I use this?
The therapeutic one you would use.
See, I don't bathe every day because what I find is that my skin dries right up. It dries right up,
so
and
not
then
too long, not too hot. Moisturize right after. You won't have that problem.
Let me ask you about feminine products. To douche or not to douche? That is the question.
Well, that is a good question, and it's one to ask your OBGYN, because they'll know if it's right or not for you. But if you decide that that's what you need to do or want to do, use one that's fragrance-free.
I feel like your body has its own natural...
You're absolutely right. It does.
Well, thank you so much. As always, you are the best of the best. Our thanks to Dr. Doris Day. And members of our audience are going home with some of the products featured here today, including Whoopi. We'll be right back. I need to get a shot of this.
Continuing our conversation on what to wash, when to wash it, and how often to wash it. Now, we have to ask you about something that the CEO of Levi's said recently. He recommended that in order to help your jeans last longer, you should never wash them. Ever.
Disgusting.
That is disgusting. That is wrong. You need to wash them sometimes. And it also depends on what you're doing in your jeans. I mean, sometimes you need to wash more often than others. So it's a matter of once a day, once a week, once a month, even once every 6 months. So what happens is that you do have natural body secretions. Your skin cells are shedding all the time. And some of that ends up on your clothing. And we have people, patients with skin conditions when their skin grows over too much, and it has an odor to it. So your jeans will smell.
So how do you take the smell out then?
Wash
them. Imagine the DNA in those.
And on that note, we're going to say thanks to Abby Huntsman for guest co-hosting. Have a great day. Take a little time to enjoy the view. Thank you, Dr. Day.
You'll know the victim, you'll know the killer, but you'll need to discover the motive. You'll be guessing right to the end. Motive, tonight at 10/9 Central.